It is a beautiful 4th of July. Unfortunately, I wish there was a wind. The mosquitoes here in Big Hole Valley are quite atrocious. They're not aggressive, they're just too damn many of them. And I seem to be one of their favorite attractions. Got a lot of mosquito repellent on me, but they're getting my back, and so that's the problem. How's it going? Hello. And again, maybe I could use another form of transportation. Because I bet you they're going fast enough that the mosquitoes don't bite them. But, oh, the walker. Mosquitoes like the walker. Because they can keep up with them. But I had a fun little time in Wisdom. I did get a motel last night. Paid $65, but it was a huge room. Actually 3 rooms. Kind of overkill, but I was just desperate for a shower. And then they had a quaint little parade this morning with a bunch of old tractors. And then I had a nice big meal at the restaurant. So everything's fine, everything's good, except damn mosquitoes. Once I get out of Big Hole, maybe I can get out those mosquitoes. So that's where I'm headed, onward on the Nez Perce Trail. William Clark stopped here with Sacagawea when they came across Big Hole Valley. This is Jackson Hot Springs, and the hot springs were used by the Native Americans long before any white settlers got here. In 1833, fur trapper Warren Angus Ferris and his small company visited the site and said the Indians have made a succession of little dams from the upper end of the river. One finds baths of every temperature, from boiling hot to that of the river, which is too cold for bathing in any season. And then in July 1806, William Clark and his group, they had separated from Meriwether Lewis, who was discovering another section of the area. But they stopped here for dinner and we're impressed with the hot springs. And today it's Jackson Hot Springs, and a tiny little town, and has a lovely little resort which I stayed in last night. The cabin was only $45, and well worth it, because the hot springs were just, oh man, after walking yesterday, the mosquitoes really took care of me along the Big Hole section. It was only 18 miles, but I was beat last night, so I came into town and had a great dinner, and now I'm getting a late start again. That's kind of my modus operandi lately, which is not something I need to work on. But anyways, I'm now going to be heading that way along the Nez Perce Historic Trail, and be going to over Bannock Pass, and it's going to be quite a ways. Be getting back into trees, which I'm looking forward to, because there's no shade. It's not horribly hot right now, but just being out in the heat all day, or not in the excuse me, oh boy, being out in the exposed elements all day long with no shade does really kind of tax you after a while. And so looking forward to getting back up into trees, getting away from the mosquitoes if I can. That would be a good thing. And heading over to back over to Idaho, to Leadore, town of Leadore, Idaho, which is still like 90 miles away, less than that, but between 80 and 90. And that goes over Bannock Pass, and I'll be following the route that the Nez Perce took after the Battle of Big Hole. They were trying to get away from General Howard's soldiers, and I will be following their route, which heads basically that way. And This road, it's called Bloody Dick Road, and I guess it's the history book claims that got the name from the early settler who was of British origin, and said bloody this and bloody that. So we're on Bloody Dick Road, all right, Road 381, and it follows the general path of the Nez Perce that they were taking, and in a day or two I'll come across some the section, an area where the Nez Perce attacked some local ranchers, shot them up, shut up their house, and grabbed a lot of cloth, tore up their down bedding, because the Nez Perce were in desperate need of bandages. They were carrying a lot of the wounded with them, and every day they would leave some of the wounded. Nez Perce would just kind of disappear. They were just they felt so bad they didn't want to go on anymore. And the soldiers, there's quite a few accounts of the soldiers that were following the Nez Perce that come across just a very forlorn situation of an old squaw just sitting, waiting for them, and basically accepting that she was going to be shot. And in one case, she was. Kind of a horrible situation. But here we are, walking the Nez Perce Trail, entering Deer Lodge, Beaverhead National Forest.